Todd Gloria sat down with us here at Costera on Harbor Island. He acknowledged the challenges San Diego is facing right now, but says he's ready to take them on.
I feel great. I'm so excited.
At 42 years old, Todd Gloria will be San Diego's first mayor of color. He's also the first openly gay one.
I'm a native San Diegan. I grew up in this city, and growing up, I didn't see people like me reflected in government. And I know what it would have meant to me to have someone that sort of looked and maybe had the same life experiences as I have had. And I'm just hopeful that our young people in San Diego see what we've been able to accomplish and understand that there's a place for them here in this city.
Gloria, who previously served on the city council as well as interim mayor before joining the state assembly, says his experience has prepared him for this new role, even at a time when the economy is bad and COVID-19 is still out of control. He's encouraging all San Diegans to do their part in order to prevent a statewide lockdown. As for struggling businesses, Gloria says providing more local funding is unlikely, though he does plan to continue allowing outdoor dining, eliminating permit fees, and fighting for more money from higher levels of government.
My hope is that I can use my experiences in Sacramento and in the federal government to make sure that we get additional state and federal relief.
Gloria hopes to use some of that funding to help with the housing crisis as well, specifically those needing rent relief. Looking ahead, he's focused on building more affordable housing, not just for the few, but for the many.
What we must do is be in the business of creating more housing that really everyone can afford, but particularly low and middle income San Diegans.
When it comes to the homeless problem, Gloria says using the convention center as a temporary space is a great example of how creativity will be key. So we're working with both the county and surrounding communities.
I think it's important to note of that 8,000 plus homeless people, 2/3 are in the city of San Diego, but 1/3 are in the smaller cities in our region. And so Chula Vista, National City, and El Cajon.
During our conversation, Gloria also talked about the city's climate action plan, part of which includes having 100% renewable energy by 2035.
It is also going to involve making sure that we build more housing close to jobs and that we build a world-class transportation system that gives San Diegans choice when it comes from getting from A to B.
The topic of racial tensions and distrust of the city's police department also came up, both of which he's addressing with city staff as well as the police chief himself. Though optimistic, Gloria acknowledges the barriers he needs to overcome. The city is facing a $127 million deficit. He says cuts are likely, but preserving neighborhood services is his priority.
Well, my commitment to you is that I will lead by example. We are already negotiating for my mayoral staff to have salaries that are less than the current mayor's administration, reflecting the austerity of the time. It's going to be a rough couple of years, but I believe that if we make the right decisions, smart decisions, we'll be able to get out of this in relatively short order.
Gloria will be sworn in on December 10th. The ceremony will be virtual.